Tomorrow, we are looking to consolidate them beyond election, and after this process of this election, they should continue looking at the way how you have been teaching us. The youth are there, the market vendors are there, the persons with disabilities are there. Every walk of life in Amuru, they are there. So they have their account ready. Their account is not dormant. They are requesting you, sir, now that we are looking money into their account, almost to 34 million. They are requesting, for example, the mothers in Pabo, the Pabo market vendors, they are requesting you to support them with some transport so that it eases their way of life. I know you came in two principles. You came as the flag bearer, and you came as the fountain of honor, and the president as the law mandate you. You are able to go through this. We also have the borders who also help us and transport. In fact, they were your lead car today. Please, they have also their circle. Please, I request that do something for them. Let us not only hear from Kampala, let we also hear from Amuru. Lastly, the honorable members of Amuru who are here and they visited you, sir, they have also requested me as your chairperson down here at the level as a mobilizer to meet you maybe and have an indoor meeting with you. Sir, God bless you. Have a happy campaign in Amuru. We are ready to give you. We are confirming to you that Amuru has gone out of bad politics into a good politics where we look at money in our pockets, sir. I wish you the best. Asante sana Ladir.
Wado uno chingwa mefono baguma. Chairman paena rembe Amuru. Nyero domo lepmono domo kanyitin. Amuru oye! Logo loka yo, logo loka gangkwano, logo loka chente, logo loka odiat, logo loka beberu, logo loka boda boda, logo loka mon, logo kumjimi weng. Allow me to take this opportunity to recognize the presence of Ruot Otia Oto Ayaye, the chief of the people of Lamoge, with all the elders that are here with him. Ruot Wafoyo Biro, Wamoro in Kijo and Weng me woro kedge. Your Excellency, allow me to invite the Regional Vice Chairman to come and make his brief remarks and invite you to speak to your people. Amuru tie! Before you twal, man matiga biruni anti Vice Chairman Papate Pikumalama Uganda, Kilone Honorable Amson Obua.
Lutua utie maber, Amuru utie, Lutua utie, Yenare oye, Amuru oye, President Museveni oye. Lutua, Nia Dennis Amson Obua, Anati machalo la lobuon kom me pati me NRM pitu kumalo me Uganda. Me achel, anakeli uwa mot, ame oya sub-regions ariyo, ame tietu malo me Uganda, kana me flag bearer, me NRM piberu president me Uganda, General Yoweri Kaguta Museveni, utiego dong beo koye. Akele uwa mota moya lao, akele uwa mota moya West Nile, West Nile ukoboni, umotu unluak me Amuru kere luak me acholi, unugama motgi, ugama maber, inu chwala kidana chiela mobeda mema me parliament on a spy mission. Meneno kid me acholi, agamo kere President Museveni. Honorable Odria is a special envoy from West Nile and is here on a spy mission to check our Choli sub-region is receiving President Museveni. Because Lango did very well, West Nile did very well, and Acholi, you are doing well. Amuru, you are doing well. Amuru ye! Amuru ye! Lutua, Tin Wanukelo Boru, presidential candidate me NRM, Dok President me Uganda, Wanukelo President Museveni, Bien Party me NRM, Bien Unluak me Amuru, Bien no Chwak Jo, Ame Chwako, Party me NRM Amuru. Wunungeo Kwen Mawano Yaye, Wunungeo Kwen Nawano Tiye, Wunungeo Kwen Namewano Midwariye, Dano me about you kede, Mekwan you wai Kwen na tek, Kananu Kuchpe ye kin gang, Teke lo wai kare, Amedung Kuchye kin gang, Ena ye President Yoweri Kaguta Museveni me NRM. President Museveni oye, Amuru oye, Manu dana melo bounty you kede. Oti you kede meke lo kuch. Ikin gang. Oti you kede meke lo kuch. Iya Amuru meke lo kuch. Iya Choli meke lo kuch. Tumalo me Uganda meke lo kuch. I Uganda. Monugi na machella pira tek. Ame ina bol queen me Amuru. Mieri nene nino me bolo queen. Aite boli President Museveni. Kede joa metia mako bendera me NRM. Queen. Boy na Mario be piratek. Eno bero dano. Ame okelo don loba pola popat. Mayor Dick. Eno bero president. He has made history as the first president in the history of Uganda since independence in 1962 for introducing wealth creation activities within the community. Domi wano binu boru. Me kobi wuluag me Amuru, ni come January 2026, only vote for President Yoweri Kaguta Museveni. Yoweri Kaguta Museveni oye! Amuru oye! Wano miduni pari me NRM, golu udinu maber. Kita wuru unu neno Arsenal lo kero dilugi. Kita wuru unu neno Manchester United ugo kere Liverpool. Wano miduni President Museveni lo loj kumeno. Jor chieng'eo ni team me Man U biro timo bal. Me kwanyo manager tek ame oluoni Ferguson. Iyong'e kwanyo Ferguson bal dong kiken team Man U. Omiyo wano loka omito. Ba woro wa go Liverpool. Rio ki achiel. Wangiriak. Wan jo me NRM. Wano ye ni Ferguson me NRM. Obedo President Yoweri Kaguta Museveni. One peoloko. Because he is the winning manager like Ferguson when he was manager of Manchester United. Domi one peoloke. Wano kele boru. Meneno ni idwe machiel. Kadong NRM celebrating udilo. Abedo kita woro. Unu neno woro kere. Jame ya dong una morokan ugo dilo Museveni logo tuborwa leptong ugo dilo Museveni logo West Nile ugo dilo Museveni logo Ameka anado ati studio advogudo advogime yera Amoro tikero dilo adiro titi ena moro Amoro tia moyo Richard Todwong gama dilo ko tia ena moro Richard Todwong gama dilo tia ena moro Richard Todwong tia moyo Dennis Samson Obua Todwong miyo ko bo Dennis Samson Obua Obua tia moyo kwene Museveni tiye Obua deho jo uleho jo nyingo Obua mwana wano ngiyo mwana nyinga dilo Omiyo doke pass ko bon Museveni doke gama dilo ko golo na majel Museveni matuko oh mono coach Amuru oye! Your Excellency, the people of Amuru have agreed that they are not going to make any change. You are like Sir Alex Ferguson, the former manager of Manchester United. When Alex Ferguson was removed from Manchester United, that team entered into trouble. We now win as and when we want to win. Like yesterday, I was telling them, we beat Liverpool. That is Manchester United. But we have agreed that we are not changing you. You are our hope. You are our winner. You are our goal scorer. And they have agreed that come January 2021, President Yoweri Kaguta Museveni will score the winning goal and will beat all the other 7 presidential candidates. Amuru oye! Ting dongi na yellow malo, tingi na yellow malo, na chong luonga duong. Tingi na yellow malo, wir. Your Excellency, may I now take this opportunity to invite you to deliver your message to the people of Amuru. Amuru uting yellow malo, amido neno malo donka yellow. Yellow. Amuru yellow. Museveni yellow. Acholi yellow. Tumalome Uganda yellow. Wanduchu yellow. Obami ugum akomo manpi obana kerelomana.
Apoyo Beping. Kopango Luakme Amuru.
Luakme Amuru Kopango.
The Vice Chairperson NRM Northern Uganda.
Narmalobo ko NRM Komarma Uganda.
The Secretary General.
Secretary General Latito Adwong Richard.
The other leaders.
Dr. Amukenani Weng Magitikan.
And all the people of Amuru.
Idaro Duju Me Amuru District.
I am here to present to you part of the manifesto of the NRM.
Abiru Potruya Amuru. Mete rochike pa NRM ngo magamente pa NRM obetemo magabich matianyim.
There is a big manifesto, but the NRM teams will come up to the parish conference with your village leaders and give them copies of that manifesto.
Deme matima. E magabit mabino tie madit mada ento abe min wiye ento kumemo kenani jo marotela menarem matino tena ni o we Paris gibe minigi we kukeliwu we tedero.
In that manifesto, the NRM has contributed 7 points to Uganda. You will see it in the manifesto.
Jemi matimani tie ye jemi madong NRM timogi ikarmo karangech matie bene kora ke kora.
But here today, I will speak about 4 of them.
Tini abe logo kom jema ngwen keken kom jemi ma tie manifesto me NRM.
The first contribution of the NRM to Uganda, as you can see, is peace.
Jemi ma chaki mapirate magamente me NRM timi Uganda ene lok mekelo kuch kita wunbero neno ki wangu.
Uganda has not been with peace in the last 500 years.
Aramo magamia bich kolomo karangech ono Uganda pe ki kuch no kuch pe ye.
Some people think that Uganda started existing after the British came.
Domo kene tamani Uganda chakaberutie karma muni utara me British ki o Uganda.
That is not correct.
Enu ni pelok mada.
We have been here for a very long time.
Wandong wari wilobokan Uganda dori.
And at one time, between 900 AD and 1400, we were under a dynasty of the Bachwezi in a big part of Uganda.
Ekarmo karangech mano bene rito twal ono tie jomo ma ke lo Uganda ba ke luonge ne Baswezi o kere we maga maromo alu para beach 00
between 900 and 1400.
Keno ri chake magali bapa we abungwen 00 o we apa we angwen.
At that time there was peace. At that time there was peace. You live with them, you talk.
Ekareno no kuch petie matutwal.
But when the Bachwezi dynasty collapsed, the successor kingdoms of Bunyoro, Buganda, Ankole, Rwanda, the ones in Tanzania, the ones in Congo, we are fighting all the time.
Ekarpa Baswezi ono olo kuchie Uganda. Ento karema kingdom ginyo ke yuto luenyo dogo mapol to twale Uganda kabir mapapat weng.
Now that fighting went on until the British came and captured them.
Luenye no mede ni o kamuni utaro bino katogo kwanyo tuero melo Uganda.
Then the British brought their own wars.
Kareno gindo kero chikma meki kadongu kere wiwai lobo Uganda.
The war with Kabarega, the cattle rustlers in Karamoja.
Yongeno luendo chake mapol bor Kabalega gi nedok pa bor Karamojong luendo chako bino mapol Uganda bedoge.
Then after independence, there were new wars now.
Yonge Uganda uno loken.
The war between Mutesa and Obote in 1966.
Luenyo chake ekom kabaka Mutesa ki obore e magali wachel ke miwa bungwen ke piera bichel wa bichel.
The Idi Amin wars 1971 to 79.
Luenyo ke no chake ma Idi Amin dada yo kelo maga piera beru ya chel ni o piera beru ya bungwen luendo ko beru mateke Uganda.
The war between NRM and the UPC 1981 to 86.
When Mokeno Chake ki NRM ki UPC ugekwe piara bunga wa bichen.
And the war, even when NRM took over, there were wars as you saw here, COIN, ADF, and all those groups.
E yonge kwanyagamente pa NRM luendo ko mera. Lueng pa COIN, lueng pa Alice Lakwena, UPDA ki Mokeno ni weng dako mera.
And the cattle rustlers in Karamoja.
Idong lok man me yagodiyai ma berkatimme Karamoja do kotika mede.
However, by 2007, the NRM had defeated all these groups.
Magali bario ke abiro no NRM do tiego polwenyo ko weng me Uganda.
And brought peace.
Ena mi ukuch do chago bertie kuje chago bino bolwa me Uganda.
And the reason we did it was not accidental.
Peoti many piatura oberje me ma yupa ne kuchu mi robiete Uganda.
We oppose sectarianism of tribe and religion.
Wakwero loya chonya loj mageter dana yo marach kunoge tiu ki lok medini.
We oppose the discrimination of women.
Wakwero lok mago ma poka kin mon kicho ne umirbepe Uganda.
We oppose the marginalization of the youth.
Wanero ni bulu bene mirgi wogi Uganda. Wakelo giber kamaleng.
So that's how, by uniting all these people, we have been able to do two things.
Piribu jori enyo weng manero no kitiuki umino wakero mi watimu jema rio mapirtek Uganda.
First of all, unite the politics.
Me achel meribu dano en lok me loj lobo.
Have a national political party.
Mena ni watiki party mano guru widano weng me Uganda labo apoka me dini ke apoka mukene weng.
That can win on the first round.
Abene loyo kui iye ma achel. Loyo kola wa achel labo yele.
Then also we have been able to create united national institutions like the army, the police, the judiciary, the civil service, the prisons, etc., which are national.
Wanero ni dul magwako kuch, chalo lumony, chalo police, chalo prison, go ber jo manoge go kuch da ke par pe Uganda go maloro la bo poga medini mekaga.
These are the ones, together with the people, who brought peace in the country.
En jemini go ni weng ma ober ka timone ene okelo kuch o mi odauti ka no kuch lobo Uganda.
So this is point number 1 in the manifesto of the NRM, contribution of the NRM to Uganda, kuch.
Eno ni tiekin jemi ma NRM government temo ma pere tere Uganda ene kelu kuch i Uganda e kuopa dano wek dano beragonya.
But the second contribution is what you call in our language here, donglobo.
Mario kitamunu luo kere leva chuli ni don lobo.
Donglobo has 2 parts.
Don lobo yeti ario. Don lobo yeti ario.
There is economic infrastructure and social infrastructure.
Ye jemi mukene makonyo weko chiling due bini jeba kiti jemi mukene makonyo weko kuopa dano bero yot.
In the economic infrastructure, you have got roads, electricity, piped water, the railway, the telephones, etc. Those are part of economic infrastructure.
Teme makitimu mekelo biashara ching dano tie ye guri tie ye phone chim melok tie ye jemi mapol makelo don lobo makelo chilling ching dano.
In the social infrastructure, you have got hospitals and schools.
Ejem mami kwa padao dogo yot tie lokme yot kom oriyari ka chel ke chukul mekwan.
On the issue of both economic infrastructure and social infrastructure, you heard what the chairman was saying.
Elok medon lobo mandrube kegin makelo chene jeba padano kima weko kwa padano bero yot uru wiyigi itu ngoma NRM chairman Mamuru wajo.
The tarmac road, you have seen it, Guru Atiak, all the way to Bibia, all the way to Ajumani.
Oneno yo mela magamente ma NRM yobo maaki gulu cherowe South Sudan mukene cherowe Ajumani yo no tie lam mabe.
You have seen the one from Orio, Anaka, Kochigoma, Gulu, Kitugum, Musingo.
Oneno yo magili elam maaki anaka binu gulu cherowe Kitgum tie lam magili yo.
You have seen Karuma all the way to West Nile.
Oneno yo maaki Karuma cherowa e West Nile mano yeti lam magiyobo.
And the roads you are talking about now, they are in our plans. The one from Paboia to Amuru to Rhino Camp.
Iyo mukene madong watika mirnege yub ke manyen maake awe cherowa Rhino Camp.
There is also my road from Guru to Awere to side there of Lachikoko on that side.
Debena yo mamirge yub maake gulu chero yo moroto kadong cherowa Awere cher Lachikoko.
There is even the road from Kitugum to Pajimu to the bridge here. What do you call the bridge? Apieta. To Apieta, to Atiak.
Debena yo maake Kitgum maangola ke Apieta chibiru wa Atiak Town Council.
Through Palabek.
Kun worke Palabek.
I know those roads more than you.
Angeo yo ne lawa wun angeo mabe mada.
Because I use them when we are just sleeping in your houses.
No idea what yo ne no weng mekelo kuch. But
In January 1973, I rode on the road from Gulu to Awere.
dwe ma chel magali ba chel ke mi abungen Pierre Berwe adek ene wor ke yo ma ake gulu cherwa were wor ke yo ene ketiana.
When I was going to meet my Kronosa groups, those children who are here, those are children of my comrades.
Pauno etika ruate ki family nyojo ma ai ori pa jo me Fronasa jo ma ke bera yelle ket ki pilok me kuch e Uganda.
So, but what I ask all of you NRM supporters, the issue of prioritization.
Dok ma pera tek ba mera pengi potu da mera waj potu wundo ma chago NRM. Ene lokman me privatization nyo me kwanyo tij mo kene dwoko ne bot wun kachel.
There's a mistake of trying to do two at the same time.
Ije mo kene ma miero watim wan tuju pe mier ki wek pot gamente ke ken.
And then when you do that, you pour raw.
Tao ber ka lego jimi ma pol tu twal ni ki tim tuju chi pora ber nok weko penen.
You scatter money everywhere.
Ene miyo chilling poke kama nok. Miyo gin ma chilling temo penen.
You put manok so many places.
Okero manok kama pol. Miyo don koti penen ke kum chilling manok kero.
We the guerrillas believe in a chair, not.
En macharo dano ma bere lwenye room. Elum ene mirni ka chako timo jima chel ko timo ko mabe tum kada chere mo kana peki pora.
You have had some, for instance, we have been hearing teachers striking for salaries.
Angene ka chochoko ber ka winyo lu fonye gitiga jemo pe lok mechol ma meggi.
But we are struggling with the Babo Amuru Rhino Camp Road.
Uno wano tika yele benane yo ma kia we chero Rhino Camp mierge yube.
And we have all these other roads which we want to do.
Iyo mo kena ma pol ma berka kwane ma mierge timge giti ye wa bed ma bejo.
And then we say, please, let's do this first. Then we shall come to the salaries.
Adongane lego ni ko ku manok we kongi timje mo kena ni no jo mo kena mierge fora ke tim mo ko jem ma pol la wa chen.
Then somebody says, no, if you don't pay me now, I strike.
Ufonye no tika jamane kape mere mo chara chawane wando wa jema go don wa degi pon.
This is what makes planning very difficult.
Ene miyo kin me go plan me twitch beru tek. Pien mir ki tim jemi ka chel ka tumma be ka ikobe ko mo kenne.
But if we agree that, for instance, a road is more important than many, first of all, coach, but secondly, the road. Either maram or tarmac.
Kakong wa ye wuru la wa chel. Ni wa chako ki lok me kuch. Ka kujo tum mario wa doge lok kum. Yo magelio lam ki mo kena ma onye lam. Ti mo na period.
Because the road serves all of us.
Yen yo down wing to you.
The one who is working for the government and the many who are not working for the government, but they are doing their own things.
Down to you pigamente.
First contribution of NRM to Uganda is Kuch. The second is Don Globo, as you have seen.
Achel mapira tek gin ma enaremo kere Uganda ma achel ene kuch kama rio dongo lobo ma uru tika nana ki wango.
And one leads to the other.
Dongo lobo ke tim achel en me timone miyo mukena ma nyime timone dogo yor.
For instance, we have
Madano weng tiki liyo me kupe.
I have seen some Acholi young people selling malukwang on the way. They have telephones.
No ni jomo kena nong charwa bala kwang gitiyu gichim nong me charne.
They have telephones.
Dong gitiyu gichim. Jomo charwa bala kwang we.
How did we solve this?
Watiye ko peko ene nining.
We didn't use government money.
Pe watiyu gichiling pakamente beti mone.
We solved it by ensuring peace. Coach is the one now which gave us telephones.
Gina wate mapera tek wakelo kuch. Kar makuju dugudong. Jo mapolo bino katemo biya chara. Ena miyo chim doja.
And the clever policy of saying, let the government concentrate on some things and others can be done by the private sector.
Ena yo ma.
Others can be done by the private sector.
Ena yo mayot. Gamente keme ki doctrine mukene. Ento lobia chara mukene. Keme ki doctrine mukene. Ma weng kelo don lobo ikomluak.
So, this is on the economic infrastructure.
Ene yo mekelo chiling jeba padano.
And the social infrastructure, you have had the schools, the health centers, how many we have covered and how many we are going to cover in the next government.
Mukena ma obera wajibu kany ma part ke lok mekelo chili jeba ma yobo ko padano. Ene lok me ori yadi ki school ma wunu winyu ki itu bene jema pol mukena mo betemuge.
And the social action has succeeded in many areas. For instance, immunization has done very well.
Kidme jogo tuo Uganda jemi mukena ma NRM government o tim mapira tek ene agwera omiyo tuo mukena ma nene yele wedano odugu chen wele odugu penjo twal.
That's why, for instance, here, the population of Amuru is now 247,000 people in the last census.
Ena omiyo ke neno kwan ma ke kwano enoni weldan ma Amuru ile malo piene lok meto pole ma no agwera konya giti ma polo miyo dano petika to kirachona.
In 1994, before the CA, when we gave Black County a member of parliament, I remember the population was 16,000.
E karebe magapia rapungen we angwen kare magete ye kare erni ono weldan ma murte alwa pa we abichel ke ken ento manong tie ale miario ke piera ngwen we aber kolo.
I remember one of our ministers, Sam Juba, complaining, how can you give Clark member of parliament with 16,000 people, then Bukoto in Masaka, also one member of parliament with 360,000 people.
Ekare magi miyo Kelak district ngad mo manu TMP maglunde Sam Zuba oda mada ne pingo ke miyo Kelak constituency kamatie ke weldano aliwapa we abichel ke ken ento Bukoto matiki Masaka tiki dana alimia de kolo Benebergi constituency achel eruni eno wayene no petika kare.
But here now you can see the effect of immunization.
Mano neno ki wangu kin mana remo kele lokma gwera kita don well down tiga doma be piento kita chori don peke.
But we still have the problem of the stealing of government drugs in government health centers.
Kurba tigi Pero matie ere lok mekwalo yat ki ori yeri pagamente kuo fotie la mal.
But we are going to solve it with computers and also network of monitors, including some cadres I want to appoint specifically for that.
Enu ni lok mo betum mago government obetiu ye wabe chimo dano maneno ne ge lobo ko jo man magetika kwalo yat e ori yeri pagamente wek jemni eno joke be chimo ge joneno be tiuti matek.
If the religious leaders can give me some holy people, I can put one per health center.
Ajo man madini yitwero miyo dano magenne dano maruot la chwejo donye chwingi twero chimo dano magenne maruot la chwejo donye chwingi we gine yo kony wa menene kuo od yaro gik.
And they are not many. The health center threes are 1,400 something.
Health center ma dek tiali bachel kimia ngwene kimoke ken pedok duong tutwal lubuko yati ene petwerlo ewa.
And that's where the problem is. If we solve that, then the rest will come.
Ene kama pego tie ma pere tek yari ke kwala go ke nene watie go pego ne ori yaro betiu ma bela bo ayela.
Now the other issue is education.
Lok mo ken ma pere tek lok me ponye.
I have been telling you provide free education in government schools since 1996.
Dake ma piar bunga no bichel yele ke kero duju menerne ori kwan nyogang kwan pagamente omier lok me chulo kwano bet pe dano kwan menono UPE USE.
But many people don't listen to my advice.
And I know down my poll, Petika, when you tam my bejo, my enemy were one men on betie schools.
Now, the NRM sometimes uses force, but most of the time we use persuasion, not force.
Paul Carno, NRM chao kenagitiyu ki yo megero, and o cha mo kenadong, ilogo log me better paying kapor log.
So in this case, I decided to use persuasion.
And logman me kwan lumugo, pole ber ka yele menerne ki ber ping ka ki por loga pora meneno tiu mabe.
With the schools, I am there, president, then there is parliament, then there are DEOs in the districts, then there are head teachers, then there are PTA, then there is foundation body. There are so many people there whom I need to persuade.
And the Jamo Mire look per good dog pol to 12, Chake Coman, Oi com Parliament, Oi com DOG, Oi com PTA, Kono foundation body, Kono head teachers. John and dog pol matretoire, Momir Berka Birga men look quite gay.
So I said, there is one area where I'm alone, where I can act alone. Nobody questions me. Once I act, I finish. I don't have to persuade this one, persuade the other one.
Omeeta monete area mo, maene ye loyo. Ma permite no mire bid ngar ma bira kagetem gin kin maene mirne.
So this is State House. That one is under me. You voted for me and is under my control.
Ene State House. Wune yo mi ne kui. Omi ene tigi twelve of State House. Kenyung at ma lawyer ye peke. Ene lawyer.
I used it to start killing hubs.
Ena mi yotiu ki State House mecharo logman metiching mano president ayo yabo.
One per zone.
Kabero maromo zone na chela yabo center za chela choli lango kwere kumeno.
I think the one here is near Aswa there, some there.
Mati kanye tie gulu kilwono things killing center.
So let's see, first of all, are there graduates of that skilling hub who are here? Put up your hand.
Kejo mama go kwane yo things killing center makiti kanye kongo chwal chingi malo.
Okay, if you are there, come forward here. If you are there.
Tike no karanyim kay kwane yo things killing center.
But let us see. Let us see whether the screen can show us.
Skilling Center. Dikirti ba ye karo.
Anya Gluana Yara Sande,
My name is Ayera Sande.
Agamor district.
I come from Amuru district.
Kai ngene e
Abini
kwano.
Gampan Noro,
Eoding
actually
Skilling
Zono Industrial
Center,
Hub.
Presidential Skilling
I
Center,
came to this
Let him speak, you will translate later.
of church in this presidential industrial actually zone.
Aquano primary, P5, Viri P5.
I studied my primary school. I stopped or I dropped out in primary 5.
Mabiro Khan, a better Quano welding.
I came here, I joined unknown skills under welding department.
Carmatiero, but Rivi Duabitel.
I studied here for 6 months.
I don't know, Valeria Piruan.
I joined here in 2024
Nini Piare, we are
on the 22nd.
that fall a dillo attack, Mua Quan Minor.
I really thank the president.
The town at the year, like it is a Temana, Glenma Gimena school, it does all up, actually.
For now, I am now doing my own work from these annual skills which I have achieved from this presidential industrial.
Piano Kerr, permit to land where America Quam.
Before joining here, I dropped out when my parents could not pay me.
You come China, they call your family Mamagua.
But by now, as I talk, I have testimony. I'm now sustaining my family and our family.
Why you want to drop ball the viewer in 7 Kagota?
All those, I really appreciate the president for this initiative.
You know, Yabawa, where I can't think it.
It was the eye-opening. That is why by now I'm having skills.
The China with Chungla Dillo, because chairman and Berbabao, my water, the Kuawalo.
But now, real mobilized for the president to make sure that he stood as someone who is highly respected and content of honor.
More for Babao Matara that I would draw for a year about one Matara that the yellow man to yellow one.
But now I really appreciate the president so much for the effort he is making in skilling the youth across the country.
Let's see what they are producing, the products. Okay, let's hear let's hear this one.
Your Excellency, I have
One boy and one girl. Speak in the local language, then they will summarize.
By the name Okelo Vincent,
Speak up.
person Presidential Circle for Amuru District. I'm a resident of Lamugi Sub-County.
Speak in the local language.
Okay. Wa look le chole. Ana fuyo mata total. Ya Okelo Vincent. Ati won kom palotino magono fonye metiching iodin mati yo nyama igulu district. Kuno gitie kikoses maromo abero ma chiel en ye yobo wa mana kwano ka neno wa marugune mano wa mana ya yobo ikire que kwano ye wa nyonyo make neno tino mapol go chiero go kwano watie ki cause mi gedo padama pol ke chiero ge kwano gidu giti jatima
Watieki yobo bow, unyo yobo mecha mabejo, kikitana, anyway, kikwano ki presidential, industrial, up, actually zonal. Watiki, kedu mugati, bege kwano kuno, kedu wich, bedi kuno, watiki kuoyoban, beneti kuno. Ichawani Enimalo President of the Republic of Uganda, His Excellency Yoweri Kaguta Museveni, the Commander-in-Chief of the Armed Forces, umini wa million Pierre Beach, ni wa yabro yekikwawa, wana foya matera lida, between my enemy and ana foya, wom maruba, ugwakila dirune, ubami polo eonen, ana foya matera.
What is he saying?
Your Excellency, this one is Okelo Vincent, and is a chairperson of all those who were trained in the skilling center in Gulu, and they come from Amuru district. For him, he studied shoemaking, and he showed to us how good the shoes he's putting on.
Yes.
He made it himself. He counted the 7 areas where they study in that school, and that includes welding, saloon, construction, carpenter, baking, and tailoring and shoemaking. And he said right now you've given 50 million as seed capital for those who are trained from the center. And he said, may the Almighty God protect you. His life has been made better than it was before.
Thank you. Now, Lakwara.
Kong mukwa metaphor ruor luba la chwe mukwa wan weng wa kubedi chane watima kwa pien joma pol gitima peginero chama chalo man an ga metaphor la dir lobo ki wan join weng ya ki luone a for ruor Florence Kelly mulare ana kwano president sol of Matigulu Ono akwano air dressing. Kone dana wanya negi mero now sampling. Air dressing pay timi we piano we keni pay ramo ketu ne. An a mera for la dirlo pigin mutemo. Wa ku beri chani kwana tiemu lake. Kin ma chierke gangkwan kunu. Lagi neno kin ma tikere chawani. No kwana timu lake. Chila dir lobo, lo ba meti gum, where mete gitelo wa. O naga, where near no endo yer.
Okay, Apoyo.
Yeah, twelve for bobu, lunyoruna, moti kinwa. A metene, uye, where lo ba kwa la dir, un well me requi, begin my bay, my auntie timune, where mete gitelo wa. Ah, for
Apoyo. I can guess what she's saying, that she did hairdressing, but my hair does not need any hairdressing. Why doesn't Uganda come in and inherit the orphans?
Pingo pelo Uganda dong okon lotino kich wekdonge kwangi Kenya mamede wekwago ben mabe.
This is why I introduced free education in 1996.
Ena mi wamne kelo kwan menono magapiara bungen we abichel wekdal bo berge pero kalonyore gepe.
I was aware of this education system of the few because I had gone through it.
Ena tigi ngech kid makwan man magechula ni ticheter yen en ke kena bene kare ye chulo kwan peyot pelo cham.
In 1958, when we left Ntungamo, after P6, we were just a few of us, like 4 or 5 in the whole area.
Emagapia beach we are boro, Karme in Tungamo, Ginmano Kwan, no Ginok, no, Ginok Mapelare.
But the guy, myself, and 2 others finished.
No Ginmaroma beach again, Kategaya and Kijomokan, again Maroma beach again.
I don't like that system. Education for the few. I want education for everybody.
Emiro ko lok makwan pe jomanok. Emiro dan miro kwan lumugu. Dan wa bekinge jar mo kwan.
Whether you have parents, you don't have parents, but you are a human being, you should be educated. The state should educate you.
Kono lunyori no to, kono lunyori ne kwa. Iri dan makwa. Dan wa miro gamente onene ge kwan.
So, in the coming government, please, I want you to agree. I have now proved to you before God that it can be done. In heaven, something has already been ticked for me.
Uno nang wangu nyuto ko ni kiwilo woni karatimme ni lutino tero kwan nono ke tien lo kene tawne wa polo ben ro bangwer wiye kenyo e gamende manyen mirne kwan lumugu mirbet kwan lumugu me ada.
So when I go to see God, I would say, Almighty, I did everything possible. I did what I could, but I was overpowered by other people.
Pero karoba luwe kayo botoba karoba penyewela dit ana yele mada akelo kwan lumugu ento jomu kere ko berka bala ne an bala pe kainer momot yumman me kwan malit kainer momot yumman me kwan malitin ria kwan me nono kwan me tichingi wele tek loyo kwan me primary me UPE pieni UPE litino aki gangi doke woroke tienge ento man me teaching ma ene tiga temuna ne umiere kwan lotino pe dwe abichel go beri boarding kuno ka go tiko kwan ka dok gangi.
That's why we say there should be a government primary school per parish, government secondary school per sub-county, so the children can walk or cycle from home, study, go back. Sleeping, eating, charm, being sick, these are not educational problems. They can be handled at home.
Umiero perché primary school. Sub-county achel, umiero perché school mesinia. Wege latin kwan ake gang bo minne ke bod wone ka cher gang kwan. Lok me cham, lok me neno, lok me jemo kena me yotkom. No lu nyoro twerti ko na ke pajo.
The day schools were designed to provide free education for all affordably.
School man bagi were ke gange. Kit ma ke yubo kere wege lo teno kwan me nono wele no petie matek no dano weng twer chulune.
And for Kwan, you need classrooms, you need laboratory, you need library, you need teachers' houses. These are what you need for Kwan.
We Kwan be yot jemne pedwong mete mero or Kwan mero laboratory mero ori parofonya en jemene keken pedok tek total Kwan man madan wire ke ganga.
Now dormitories, those are hotels. Those are for tourism and other things.
Dok meka buru ngoge gang Kwane me no mero per mero pelo lempeñ en pe me Kwan.
Boarding becomes a necessity when the schools are very far.
Boarding tiu kere nyo kama dan pura gang Kwan no chukul bo ento ka chukul tie parish ka chukul tie sub county tano ake gangi ka ke Kwano.
But if the school is near, you go study, come back, Nino, Pacho, Chamu Pacho, get sick Pacho, go to hospital, just in the school we just concentrate on education.
Neka chukul tie choke gai, logman me cham, logme tuo, logme neno nyoka buru, weng berke gai palo joro, weko Kwan pe berta.
If you listen to me, it will work.
Kakit mane waje ne wa no tiyo.
Because I have been doing it in my schools near my farms, in Chisozi, and I have been doing it all these years.
Kama ene tiye ke fame, eber kate mone, tika tij mabe.
So I have taken long on education because of this issue of these children who are dropping out.
Omi eri to log me Kwan, Pilok maletino tika ke school ke bero gang la bon kwan lo ke pe yomo ye mi ri lo me kwan twan.
But otherwise, it is all on point number 2 of the NRM, Donglobo.
Eno ne tie lok mario e kom don lobo ma ena remo kero. Mam yergiti.
But now I have got a question.
Pentie pen ma per tek me mer pen.
There's a good tarmac road here.
Yo ma be te kaino.
At night, you Nino on the tarmac road.
Imane buri yo maleng kage yo bu yo ma be buri di yo.
You sleep there at night.
Iri buri di yo kage yo bu yo maleng.
Because you say there is Dongolobo in my area, there's a tarmac road, so I sleep there.
Yen wono logo ni yo ma be ti ariana dano ti ma be pien yo ti ma be. Ento iro buri di yo.
Huh? What is the answer?
La game tiene ning.
What is coming?
Waje korti gabino. Daro po ring korpo bechwe. Awaje wone korpo bechwe.
I will not run away from court.
Waje en pepe rio. Pepe rio kort.
So, would you sleep on the road because it is Donglobo?
In my room buri yo piene ni don lobo tie che chere buri yo. Yen yo lam gele yo e buri yo.
Huh? Where? You sleep where? Kwene?
Your Excellency, people said you sleep at home, not on the road.
Pacho.
Yes.
Apoyo Rubanga. Now, when you go to Pacho in the evening, like now, the Chan, you left in the morning, will be waiting for you. And you will say, Apoyo Bino, we are still here.
Owajene kai burugang ka chantie kari wagang ko pe yot iago
To the sound.
DJ, what is happening to the sound?
kaka nyuse nazo zankorera twenda zashubitiza abana biherize natsuruho kabanza umunyankore naje nahindura kumata mu nzungu nuko zahanyuranye nasunga atuzungu zo ndisumute.
On our farm, we collect over 900 liters of milk per day.
Now, this man is not educated.
That man mauki beranyurne e video ne petie ngat mo mane dako kwano total.
Is among the traditional families we started mobilizing in the 1960s.
Enti kinjo mo chaka winyo duan mabejo makelo dolo mage chaka wajane makapira bichel nono.
They were like the Karamojong, just running around.
Wagi no chok madage kwa pakoromojong no gi wara ke diang ki kobo kanya ke medanyim.
And we gave them this message I'm giving you now and what I've been giving you since 1995.
Eto ku winyo lok man me chawane ene be wajo potwu me do lobo me kelo chili jeba ene lok me chako wajo ne wachon makapira bichel nono.
Telling you, please don't confuse Donglobo with Lonyo. Lonyo is yours, Donglobo is ours.
Chako wajo wachon ne o wek pedok wi wunyo ene lok me do lobo ki lok me kelo lonyo. Lonyo mero mamegi me jebani ento lok me do lobo ne padan weng.
So this traditional man listened to our message and you see how rich he is.
La choni ni mano timme no tie tim mapero mo kelo lonyo chiene o winyo lok me ene ber katerne bodluak chi me logo ne chawane o dogla lonyo chiene ti chie.
He's selling 900 liters of milk per day.
Charo chak lita mia bungwen kolo nino kinino. Charo chak.
The price in that area is low. It is 800 shillings per liter. But he's getting 21 million shillings a month.
Unu wel chak tie chilling mia borge ken wel chak pe wel etek. Ento no million piru chele ken dwe ki dwe. Tiki lim pedong chene ke ken.
Which means 250 million in a year.
Yen loga no million mia rio piara bich kolo makachel. Erne kom lim ke kome.
And he's far, very far from the tarmac road.
En bere kama en bere ne bere yo lambe ne peye.
Because you heard him saying that he's from the Ngoma area. Ngoma is 70 miles from Ruweru town.
Kama en bere gulwane Ngoma, tie mail maromo piara bero koro ke Ruweru town. Mauru ngeo o karge ye ka chor Kampala ne.
So but he is able to understand that even in a remote area, you can have Lonyo there.
Eno bero kingech karma winyo puony unyang ne keri kama maboa ta mabene yo lampe ye kare no bere bene kelimi kumi ka etiyo mabe.
And because of doing pur manyen as opposed to pur machon, now he has completely changed.
Endo winyo puony o ao ki pu machon o bini pu manyen. Man ki puonye ne umiyedong chilling ti kume ti dong kelim.
He has built a modern house.
O yobodong ote maineno ot bari baleng madama beriye.
You can see his daughter has gone through university. She's speaking English and she's sponsored privately.
O chulo tiru ne dong wa nyira dong ti wa gankwan. Meke winyo nyaka de dong dumule mono.
There is even another man whom I would like you to see from Amoratar.
Kila choa chel ma ke Amoratar. Metamne olo dakotero nerne.
Show him to us. The rain is about to go. You are running away from nothing.
Adi President Wede Korobe Choko pouring.
get us Okero of Amoratar.
Okelo. I'm the team leader of Achwes Agro Farm, right here in Amolatar district, Achi Paris, Krianga village. We started this farm way back in 2016 with a family land, which is about 100 acres, but now we have expanded to a team of 300 to 400 acres. The money that we are using for expanding is not strictly coming from this. I do construction work where I generate my money, and 80% of the money that I save from construction, I bring and inject in the farm. We have goats. Goats were about 530, and cows we are having about 300. Sheep we are having about 280. So with this much kind of land, we are yet ready to do a lot of agro-business. So in beef farming, we are selling live animal. Like for the last 2-3 years, we have been investing so much in expanding the farm. But last year is the year that we experienced a fairly income to the farm. We managed to sell 90 cows, including bulls, which gave us, each we are selling at 2.5. That was about 225 million. As you see these goats, these are Boer goats and Savannah. Majorly in a year, we sell these goats about 200, at a range of 300 to 500. Which made us to acquire about 60 million. And if you add the crops department, all this we managed to, after all expenses, we managed to save about 280 million. So
you can hear, this is Okero of Amoratar, very far from Tamak roads. You hear how he's earning.
Hey, William Alberta Loke, Mano Kelo. En ake Amolata kamatibo mada kiyo magile lame.
He's earning 280 million shillings per year from those net, from those products.
And no chilling alimia rio ke piara bolo kolo ke kom digi man charge.
From the cows, from the goats, from the sheep and all that.
And charo diai and tikapu mekelo loanye.
Now, you may say that Okero is an educated man. You may say that Okero is an educated man.
Eramata no Okelo tieda no ma kwano manyo tiki ngej mekwan.
Let's see others who have benefited from PDM.
Maguno coin ma PDM ki gin ma loke koge maluba ki PDM.
Yeah, Nana Mercy.
I am Anena Mercy.
I'm a
teller in Olual Trading Center, which is in Laguri.
Laguri village, Ayila Paris, Gorgo sub-county, Amuru district. Kari, Muno food piano, PDM,
before getting PDM, I was at home after my senior 4.
After
PDM came in, and then I was able to be given 1 million from PDM money. It was the year 2024.
I
planted groundnuts in August. 3 acres. After harvesting, I was able to realize 35 bags of groundnut. After selling, I was able to get 2,100,000 shillings. On top of that, I was also able to study tailoring as a course. I was having only two showing machines, these 2 singer showing machines. After selling my G-nut, I was able to buy the baby locking machine at the cost of 985,000 shillings. Other balance of the money, I was able to procure 2 goats. I bought them at 180, the cost of 90,000 each. This room we are in, I also rent it 40,000 monthly. Some other balance of money I was able to add with my stock at the cost of 500,000. Some other thing I have already used it to support me at home. That is what I have used with the PDM money. Using this baby locking machine, I am able now to get much money in this trading center. I used to lock my clothes up to Gulu City, but right now, the whole of this trading center, I'm the one now doing the locking work here. People are now coming from various trading centers to lock their clothes with my machines here. And that is briefly what I have used with the PDM money. I would like to take this opportunity to thank the President of the Republic of Uganda, Museveni Myself, I thought I was not going to have any changes in my life, but through this PDM that has been initiated by our President of the Republic of Uganda, I'm now changed. I am happy. I'm even now getting a lot of money, and life is not very difficult on my side. I want to.
So, you have heard the testimony of that girl.
Atauna winyo gitu dogma kebot narmano PDM maber kalo kecawan.
She had a difficult life.
And
she had one sewing machine.
But
the business was not going well. But when she got the 1 million, she first planted groundnuts and got money from there and bought more sewing machines. But then she also bought goats. And now she has got more business of sewing machines, but also the goats are producing. So here, we are not talking about the Okeros, the educated ones, but even these people in the village can change with this little money of PDM.
Eno pe hotel lo como que lo que yo mo kana maolo burwa ko tien kita des. Ene dong jo ma PDM tika lo ko ke ne jo matikin paje botu kuno makwo ke tika lo ke PDM.
Now, all this time, this is what we have been telling you.
Ene gin mo bero wajo pe karama lach kin Mariam Chan.
From the time of Entandikwa, NADS, Operation Wealth Creation, now with PDM, Emyoga, all those funds are for you to get out of poverty.
Yele mo chake wachon Entandikwa, Emyoga, Operation Wealth Creation, manong PDM, weng menene dano miro aki chan, wekchen oberije papadano.
Those who listen to our message, move.
So matika winyo lok, magi logo bodgi, magi keretich, kitika meda nyim kwa kitika loke, uru neno ki wangu.
You have had the witness of the ones from the skilling hub.
O winyo bene, la bola ki bod joma kuti kichiling mabe, magu waje kamalenkan.
You have had now this one here.
O winyo ki joma kwano, nando ko winyo bod joma bene po kwano, ngat mabebe no tiki kwan moromo, ento kwa na tia lokai kichiling magitiam.
These are people who started from a very low base.
Emni jomo chako ki piny mada, uchako ki piny total biya charge.
So therefore, in the coming government, we are going to continue with these programs and expand them.
E government man madong wunu be yere ye de machele, wabe mede ki program ne anyim me PDM, ento bene wa meru wa medok la mal.
In the parish, we are going to add another 15 million. This time, that one will be for the leaders, the local leaders to borrow from.
I parish gemo betime ke be mero million apara beach bolo tera pien ki no tera beta biro kalaro chile kinwu.
Because we have not been allowing the leaders to compete for the money, the 100 million of the 1 inch.
O merne lotela mero bebene kelara e kom chilling mage mio me konya wun gin bedak bin katede kiru.
So they will have their own fund now. 15 million per year, that is 75 million in 5 years per parish.
Erne ke be mero pelotela no biro million piara beru ya beach pe magachel.
And we want to stand funds for the religious leaders according to their dioceses.
Mero bene chilling mo kena ke mi bolo tela dini malupa ke kama gin telo.
And Islamic districts.
Kagbeno konje.
We the ordinary Christians and Muslims, we shall continue with the parish.
One jomo kena ni maparti lo tela bedini. One Christian nyolo tela ma ye kom Yesu Kristo ki Islam. One be meda nyim ki PDM e rebel me parish.
But the sheikhs, the reverends, the fathers, if they want to engage in wealth creation, we should have their own fund in their respective dioceses for easy management.
Kendo mo kena bagitelo welega kono pari, kono reverend, kono pastors gi gin bena mir berki yo mo magiromo nyur ke yo ni kara lo nyotero bini ching dano mir gi mini gi gin mo bena.
Then also the cultural leaders.
Giben lo tela te kwaro. Gin bena mir ke riem kan ke komge wakti ju beyot.
They'll give them their fund per kingdom.
Giben mini gi bachiling maluba ke area magin loyo iteke mamegi.
We shall also start a fund for university graduates who have not got a job for 2 years.
Omer bena chiling o chak bino pilotir mo kena maguti ko kwan mano kitigang magario cheranyim mano tijpege weku chak te mo girmo ginong bere chiling.
So these are the 3 points. I wanted to talk about 4, but the rain has now intervened. Let me just talk about these 3.
No mera lok je mangwen kolo erge gumaraj kwat balogo bebe kike ya de kike ken.
Of the 7, the NRM contribution, Kuch, Yonglobo, and Lonyo.
E kom jeme ma NRM ti ma pere taktie ye Kuch, dang lobo kidong lok mekelo Lonyo je babadano.
Therefore, I ask you to vote for the NRM so that we continue this great work.
Omiatin ni atiri kar man melego no bol kwiki NRM wekti mabejo ma NRM tigatimo no medanyim dok rome beno medanyim.
But maybe I could end with one point.
Amerne gik kilo kachel ma perta.
The point is, where does NRM get all this money to do all these things?
Dok matie erani NRM or no chilling egini kwene meti mutin mabejo mapol ma NRM gamenda tigatimo nani.
Because of the clever policy of the NRM and peace, we have attracted a lot of factories. Show them the factories in different parts of Uganda.
Pitij matek pa NRM gamente bikuj magamente NRM kelo ene omio jo mad kelo lonya Uganda mageluonge ni investor nya getiki factory mapol.
That is a town of factories of Nyambare.
Ene omio tie kamo kena ma factory ti ye ikine tie kama factory si mapol achiel tie mbale.
You see how many jobs are there in that one factory?
Merkonen weonge ticha di mono tie video magetika nyurne botu ma factories madit matimbali ne tika minyone bodano.
Let us see Namamve.
Kada kwene tie kamo kena magelue Namamve kama chuma madon factory madon meneti ye maminyo tij mapol bada bodan Uganda.
That is Namamve. They told me that there are 278 factories in that town now.
Waine Namamve tie factories miario ke piara bero we abor kolo
employing 44,000 people in that area.
Tij mago no tij kuno tie dana ale piara ngwen kolo Inamamve keken.
Let's see Kapeka if you have it.
Adotika chiel magelwane Kapeka.
That's a town of factories near Kapeka, where Jerusalem was involved.
Ene kam la did malay operation well creation. You matek man ne Kapeka in Akaseke. Yeah.
So when you hear some people going around that NRM has done nothing, you ask them that we saw pictures of huge towns of factories. Were they in Uganda or were they in Sudan, Khartoum?
Nikangad mo biro bore si wache negamente mena rempote mo gin mo si wache ne waneno video chuma madon matie Uganda kany matika nya tich kidan mapola tak eno ni mono tie lobo Sudan lobo mene.
If those factories are in Uganda, then you who is speaking you are a lagoba, you are a liar.
Kadong chuma madon magi factory tie Uganda chino imetia loki in lagoba ilogo logoba yedong.
So when you see us doing the road from Guru to Achak to Ajumani, doing this one, doing that one, it is because of the money we are getting from the developments which have already taken place.
Hey, now teach madon, may you yo. Mukene ma ngolo chero Juba, mukene aki atiak tiri Ajumani. Eno ni aki kumchiling mukene mano government no kuno age koriti mo madon kitman.
And I want also to start industrial parks here in the north. There are already some industries in Lira, quite a bit of them. I will take their pictures, but we need more industrial parks.
Kichuma madon kumer mo berkaneno gene amirne amirgikel eko maloma Uganda kan. Eliera olo matiti no tie ento botwelo wachuli kan bena amirno mirbetie.
But industries need electricity.
Ento chuma madon kumero tiuki match madon.
One of the big electricity plants is right here in northern Uganda, Karuma. If they have it, they can show it to you. Karuma.
Kabugu madid madamo chake matwero konyo. Aneti Karuma. Ngat matika lo lokma video ke nyuri we lo konen kita government menarem yo kere Karuma po Adam.
If you have it, show it to them. They don't have Karuma, I'll show it another time in another center. So, with this, I agree with this, I ask the people of Acholi to again vote for the NRM so that we transform your country. Because now we have gone from recovery to development. We are now for qualitative leap for transformation into a modern country.
Ilok egene weng lok mapira tek mamiero. Awachi wu alego wun lok ma Acholi ni ubol kui ki gamente pa NRM. Pien mamiero kwanyo gamente me Uganda. Wego bet kamo madong rom watila mal mada ene tij madong ene keme kwere.
The attack sugar industry will be done if the present people have a problem. The important thing is that sugar can grow there, sugar cane can grow there, and we shall do whatever is necessary to revive that industry to make sure that it is operational.
Atiak sugar obetiu dako betiu tij madid mada kai neni jo matika tijene peti temo tij mati chien pe wega benerni kino yo me perotiang wege factor ni ene okel tich dako kel lonyon wodwa.
So NRM Jew.
NRM oye.
NRM oye.
NRM oye.
Amuru oye.
Amuru oye.
Acholi oye.
Acholi oye.
Uganda oye.
Uganda oye.
Apoyo Rubanga.
Apoya.
Now, on one of the additional programs for Acholi, Lango, Teso is the issue of restocking.
Domo kene kupiche record, chiu mi unloke do lok me code, jonene beren loketie.
And that sort of made us forget about restocking.
Jonene mero kipe kin jok me restocking yon jok me mi odien kenoge lokitak berupat.
But recently when I started, I said, but is this a solution? So I called the leaders of Teso, Lango, Acholi, and I said, what do we do?
Armaloki enetika yero yedo twal, elwon lo tera maake lo Acholi, maake lao ke Teso, erwate kwet gime penyo tamgi, gitim ni ning wek loki enedong gamento tieko ko magiri.
And I put out a proposal. I said, suppose we give each household 2 or 3 or 5.
Kare malo telo penyo tampa luak, biro ki report kun ki ye tam ma ake bore ni, kena chiel ke be miu dia beach. Tuone adek ki diang manual kena dek macho areo. Weng na beach.
On that one, the people of
Tulu wajoni, karibet ni dia beach ki be miu ki kena chiel, ento joman magitigi koko, magi yago dia igi karmelwen, chul ki bero miro meta nyim.
So I have written to the government because I'm busy campaigning. I've written to the Prime Minister, call cabinet and discuss this and see how to move it forward. But I'm very glad there is a minimum agreement on the household restocking 555. Then we are studying the other one of the differentiation of actually different from the other areas, which will be studied.
Arman maeti yum me birukui echo wara ka board Prime Minister wek lok ni ene keket inyim kachoka ki madit wek ker teach e actually nakpapate loboteso ke lao.
This program will change the area. Everybody will have something. This program will change the whole area.
Erenauni kaki poko dia bija kena chiel o ekela loga o bekelo ololonye ching dano.
You have seen how our young daughters are doing well by buying goats and things like that from the 1 million PDM. How much more will they do with 5 cows per homestead?
Unu nano ki wangu kidma dano mo ken mage mi ki chilling million achel keken gitika don lok me chilling e jepage chidon kake mi odia bija bich wo padang twer lokke maloya weng.
So we are going to move. I'm very happy about all this.
Yeah, your mother ginene be kerne teach.
Apoyo.
Your Excellency, you forgot that when we had the meeting in Arua State Lodge, you also told us that you are giving 100 scholarship per year for the students of Acholi sub-region.
Absolutely. But for sciences.
Owachi enu bebere pe jomakwano science keken. Lotino mia chel maga chel pelo Acholi.
Apoyo matek.
Waje poya. Your Excellency, people are asking that the issue of APA, you are appointed Judiciary Commission of Inquiry, and we also requested that. We know you have a problem because you have to deal with Adjumani and Amuru. We thought the best to do is to make APA a district of its own so that you don't have a problem of that.
We shall study that. We don't want to ruin Marach.
La diro wajone lo kuma pa kibineno ye kingiro kuma be bien en primero lo kaluen kindano. Don walego flag bearers me chergagamo tamberage me chung pipate amor kan inge flag bearers wabi beru ki jo mo loke ki pate mo kena mago dugi pate NRM la dit mago ket gichel inge jo erone luweo wen magiti kan manaka nen gubiru ka mako shel ki la dit lobo pinyuto chwaki ikum la dit lobo flag bearers kachela shel kitika gamu tamberage Mustafa tika cherga gamu Tambera ne mechung pi won kome beach pi Amuru district. Amuru oye! Nechakatin Tambera erni gina pira tek. Umiropeo porri. Kain pe chwako donkara chwak Tambera. Tambera gina pira tek. Ofoi ritual la diro donkara. Na Mario Honorable Achiro Konsi tika gamu Tamberne mechung mechere odmoko chik pimon me Amuru. Achiro magino madi. Afoi ritual Achiro no. Achiro oye. Amuru oye. Afoi ritual. Mukene la coñ Michael Pikilak South nen la coñ jara gwe ke tiene jal nyok jalo yero ko mo o foy ritual la coñ man en kita watimu ke jeme NRM o foy bini NRM o foy mako Tambera pa NRM Tambera erni umerope unru ya porri o foy ritual kadong ma gikene Honorable Anthony Akol Pikilak North Penyon mutaka para dir tucho, ingo edit. Akoloye, kilak no toye. Ofoyo tufal, ofoyo la didong mako shell ke ludirni. Kadong wakero jomo loke. Mukene walego luwe guyope me mako shell ke la dir lobo. Luwe o ke per terra yupe o mot aner wo gere beti kin luwe we bo gere werne A B C D E F G pa wi o para ke lo ke kwan pireja gara o foi de toile o foi o lo dirmendo mo flag erni la dir la coñ ki uno ko wen ena gina pite kangar mano tiki da ki un gen go nendong ni Tambera ena gina pite la dir lobo tika mako chel ki luwe dong nyingi dua ta izi deliro boss me go team dong Romeo anga ki dua ta dong una fruti we no chak yuko loka wewo o foi ritual ingeluwe la dit bi jollo jo matika loka ki parti mukene magetika dugu NRM converts please go and assemble the converts warrior yoto woto chalo kada chap anero la dit la nam ki jayo tele wigyo la nam ki jayo no titwono gele mo pa parti magalone noob do no ni bere noob donkara tika weka tika tiyo yor weka tuko kama binjale kimo dekti yego NRM oye unong ki jone t-shirt pa NRM ofoye wunu dugo odong chingu ma jolo jomu dugo bota wulo NRM ikiliza ka dano donyo ka man ki jolo gi Dono donye NRM wajolo gi kira gubinu kere pati mapat mago aki ye wan wajolo gi ritual unlu NRM wajol joni pati watie chale ecclesia nini chake ni maini ye kere ruore chwinyi nino erne ini nywako ka chelo ki party members chalwe gina ini beri party chon wafoye ritual Lemur wajni no turning back. I have decided to follow movement. I have decided to follow movement. I have decided no turning back, no turning back. Jalo ruk jono yor wamer wer lu bar dong. Won kong wek jono mak t-shirt gi chingi. Kago man nge bolo kenyo gu ruk ko kum gidong. Timo yor wamer wer lu baro. Oyupe wono me wer lu baro me Uganda ki East Africa kawa yupe me neno la dit me a. Won kong me pati watero timo ginan la chen kong wer lu baro kong.
All right. Thank you so much. Ladies and gentlemen, we are going to wave to the president as he's going back. We want to thank the people of Amuru. Thank you so much for loving our beloved president. Are you ready? Are you ready to say bye to President? Your Excellency, as a young generation, we love you so much. And I've seen the young people of Amuru. They are all on your side because of the peace and the stability you ushered in our country. We promise, Your Excellency, my name is Moses Gumisiriza, your son from Chigezi. We are following ideology, not biology. So ladies and gentlemen, let's get ready to wave to the president. DJ, let's vote for President Museveni. Let me see your hands. Museveni, NRM with you. Your Excellency, we love you so much. May the good Lord bless you. DJ gave us the music as Museveni. Let's welcome to the president. Let's welcome to the president. Yes, yes, yes. We love you, Your Excellency. Thank you so much for the achievements that you brought in our country. May the good Lord bless you and your dear family. Museveni, oye! Amuru, oye! Acholi, oye! Secretary General Richard Odong, oye! Thank you so much. DJ, let's have the music as Museveni is leaving. Thank you so much. Thank you so much for loving Museveni. Those who kept in rain, thank you so much. May the good Lord keep